everybody, and welcome to another episode of Jimmy Tries. Today we are trying Dream. This game is made by Hypersloth. I believe it's their first game. They're a very small indie team. Only 3 people work in Hypersloth, or at Hypersloth, or for Hypersloth. And it's currently available for $12.99 on Steam, and it's one of the many early access games that are around at the moment. But it's one with a bit more of an interesting concept, which we'll go into later. And wow, look at that TV. I wonder if that's a bug. I didn't even see that. Or it's the most amazing TV in the world. Who knows? So we are in the waking world of Dream at the moment. It's a little bit of a confusing game, but not really. Not too confusing actually. It draws on some very interesting ideas indeed, and we'll sort of go into those a little bit as well. I think the first thing you'll notice though is, hello, look at this little guy. Hello, is the graphics. The graphics are impressive for it's an Unreal Engine game. And the graphics are impressive for such a small team. I mean, it does look really nice. I mean, this is the house. For me, it's got a very Gone Home sort of vibe. But you know, it looks good. It looks good. It's got a real sense of place. I mean, for example, I just want to show you. I'll just go downstairs and I'll show you. This is, I think, the room that most demonstrates this sense of place. That's Brian Blessed there. The room that most demonstrates sense of place is the kitchen downstairs. So I'll just quickly show you this. But I mean, there's mail on the floor. It is a really cool looking game. Actually, I really do like it, and it really does feel like it's a lived-in house. This is sort of central hub that you'll awaken every time that you awake from your dreams. You can see my shadow there. And look, I mean, this. I think this is really cool. There's lots of washing up, sort of lying around. Quite high definition, to be honest. I think in previous versions, I mean, this has recently been updated to Alpha 0.4.5, and I think the text was a lot less high resolution in those days.
Damn, I'm starving.
Wow, but it does seem like there are quite a few missing textures in this update. But yeah, that's fine. You know, it's alpha. We'll give it a bit of a let off. So we're playing as Howard. I think you probably just heard his voice then. He is actually quite a likeable character. I do quite like him. He's a very British gentleman. If I can just get in this bathroom, I'll show you what he looks like before we go into the actual dream world. Where are you? Door closed. Phew. There he is. Look at him. Look at him. Not the most handsome chap. Not the most. His face doesn't suit his voice at all. Going to be honest with you, but he is a very likeable chap from the things he says. I quite like them. And he's got a body which you can see, which doesn't quite work perfectly on stairs, but it's cool. It's cool to have a body. I like that. You know, when you jump, you can sort of see your arms and your legs come up and stuff like that. So it's great. So what we'll do is we'll leave the house. The house is not actually that interesting to be in once you've had a little poke about. There's not a lot to do, apart from sometimes there may be, but I won't.
Hope it's a good dream tonight. Last night's was a little weird.
It was a little weird. I don't want to go into too many spoilers because that would be wrong of me. But I do want to give you my general impressions of the game, as is the nature of Jimmy Tries. So we'll load up the Dream World now, and we'll see what's going on. Load times are a bit of a problem, I must say. I mean, it's not super long, but it's long enough to be annoying. But again, that's hopefully something they can fix once the alphas become a beta. It's an increasing trend. Okay, this is the world. For some reason I don't know why that's closed off, but it is. This is our hey, there's 2 Guardian Quandaries. That's new. This is our sort of another central hub area, where you'll go when you go to Dream World, and from here we will pick which dream we want to go into. So what we'll do is we'll go into Soul Appraisal. Very beautiful. I'm not sure how many there are. I've unlocked 2 at the moment, even though there are 3 gates. I've unlocked 2 different dreams. And those dreams actually change as you complete puzzles within the dream. There isn't any guidance at the moment. I wonder if this is something they will add. But at the moment, no such thing as any tutorial or any guidance. But again, maybe that's part of the nature of the game. You know, you're in a dreamlike world. You don't know what's going on. You've got to work it out. They do bill this as an exploration puzzle game. Here we are, one of the dreams. This is the least exciting of the dreams, which is why I first chose to go here. Wow, come on, load in. There we are. He's woken up. and he's awoken in this mysterious place. There's a very, very Portal-esque vibe going on here. And another reason I chose this place was because it demonstrates one of the biggest weaknesses of the game, in my opinion. I don't know if you'll get this watching on YouTube as much. Hello, what is this? Dreaming of LA. Okay. I don't know if you get this as much as I do playing it, but I'm playing with a controller right now, which works great, by the way. But it does, even though I'm not sitting particularly close to the screen, you do get very, very motion sick, especially in this area. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because of the speed of the movement. And maybe the field of view. You can change the field of view, but you have to fiddle around in the settings, you know, the INI settings, or INI, whatever they're called, settings. And that's a problem. That's not easy. That's not what you want, is it? But I guess they'll be adding that in a future update. But at the moment, I don't know. I'm getting it now. I can feel it now as I'm playing. I'm starting to get a little bit motion sick while I'm playing this game. So what you do is well, anyway, sorry, just to finish that point. So that is a problem. That's something that I hope they change. But apart from that, not everyone will get that. It very much depends on the individual. Oh, hello. Can we get through here? Can we get through here? But what you do in this game is you basically you explore. That is the idea of the game. You explore. What the hell? It's like someone's been living here, and you'll find things like this that you've never seen before. Sort of plushie on there. There's some. Looks like there's someone been hanging out in this room. And you'll explore and you'll discover puzzles. What's that? Corporate retreat. And you'll complete the puzzles, and then you'll unlock new areas and discover new things about Howard and what's going on, why he's dreaming about such mysterious things, etc., etc. Very exciting indeed. And yeah, and the levels will sort of get more and more bizarre as you go through them, as you can see with all these pipes. And the nice thing is, it sort of explains why the levels are getting weird, like why this dream is like this. It gives you, I don't know if they're real or not, but they seem real. Data stockpile, I wonder what this is. It gives you little explanations of what the imagery is in his dream and what it means, which I really like, actually. But we're not going to waste too much time here. I actually want to get out of here, so I'm just going to go down to the bottom floor. We'll take the lift down, why not? Because it's really not. I don't really like this level at all. It's not exciting enough to be like, or surreal enough to be like a dream. There we are. Let's go down to the ground floor. It's just an office, isn't it? Really, it's not really, unless I haven't discovered things at the moment. But yeah, it's not as exciting as the other one. So I just quickly want to show you that, and then we'll go out back to the hub, and we'll go to the other one. So that was one of the little worlds. Another problem. It seems like I'm listing a lot of problems now, which I am, but there are good points to come as well, I promise. Another problem, massive problem, is the bugs in this game, which obviously to be expected with an alpha, but I think I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, if you're releasing a product that you're making people pay for, don't have game-breaking bugs in it. Like, that's just ridiculous. If you want to have game-breaking bugs, have an open alpha or open beta that people can play for free. But if you've got game-breaking bugs, don't make people pay for it. But having said that, there's only one I've discovered so far. I know other people have found more. I found an absolute shocker it was in that office level where I completed the puzzle and it didn't register as complete, and it was just very, very annoying, but we managed to get past it eventually. So, I mean, it's not as enormous a problem as in some games, but it's not ideal. There are a few bugs. But I'm sure these will get ironed out. I'm sure. And if they don't, I'll be very cross and I will write a letter of complaint. No. They're a hard-working team. We've got to remember this. I know it's used to excuse a lot of mistakes, but they are a three-man team, and they are... What the hell am I? Am I back in the same place? The music's the same. What the hell's just happened? Where am I? Garden Quandary. I'm a bit confused. Why am I in the same world again? Did I just go through the same gate by mistake while I was ranting? We'll soon find out. So looking to add Oculus Rift support to this game. I mean, on their website, Hypersloth Games describe themselves as their mission is to make games, different games, and make games that feed into the future of virtual reality, which is obviously going to be a massive thing. And part of that, they hope, is to feed into the Oculus Rift excitement. let's just see. I've just gone into soul appraisal. I'm confused because that's just disappeared now. I've come out of here. Okay, right, we're going to go into Garden Quandary. I don't know what's going on, but bugs, ladies and gentlemen, unless I'm just being an idiot. But yeah, they're looking to make virtual reality games, and this game would work really, really well. If they sorted out the motion sickness thing, I think this game would be phenomenal in virtual reality because it's such a pretty game. And the worlds, apart from that office level, the other world, the one I'm going to now, is spectacular. It's such a nice place to go. It's a place that has a real sense of place and a place that you really want to explore, which is really, really nice. I mean, I could definitely feel that while I was exploring. I was like, I want to go and look in all these little nooks and crannies, hear what Howard's got to say, and find out what's going on. But here we are, and another thing that feeds into that sort of sense of amazement, you can probably hear it right now actually, is the music. It's brilliant. Here we are, Snowland, ladies and gentlemen. Little bit jerky. I'm not quite sure why. I hope the frame rate's going up a bit now. But this is a... Well, where the hell does this lead, do you wonder? I wonder where this leads. Should we have a look, or shall we? Let's have a little look around first. We'll come back and go through there. It looks a bit scary, to be honest, because it's black. But we'll go back. I'll just have a little quick look around. To be honest, it's not quite as... We'll have a look at this first, actually. Snow. Oh, he's going to tell me.
To see snow in your dreams signifies your obstacles and inhibitions. When you find this, try to leave the area as fast as you can so you can release and express these emotions and inhibitions. Alternatively, snow means that you're feeling indifferent, alone, and neglected.
There we are. How brilliant is that? It's explaining why he's found snow in his dream. I really like it. And I really like his voice. It's really very British, but very, 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 very nice indeed. I really like it. He's a really good sort of narrator. But actually, you know what? Let's go through here. This area was actually... I mean, it is very pretty. I mean, you can actually just sort of... To be honest, apart from these horrible rock textures on the floor, it does look better than... I've put it out there. It looks better than Skyrim, I think. This snow texture is absolutely brilliant. Watching it fall, it's amazing. And what they've done is they've done something that Skyrim couldn't do, and they've made it so it doesn't fall through solid objects. So when you've got a roof over your head, snow falls, which is brilliant. But can you imagine this with the Oculus Rift? It would just be brilliant. And before this level was actually a desert as well, before I completed one of the puzzles, which was really even more beautiful, I thought. Even more exotic and beautiful. Let's see if we can go through it. I'm not sure if we can or not. I don't know where it's going to take me. I'm intrigued, which is the whole point of this game. Maybe it'll take us to one of the puzzles so I can show you one of the puzzles. Very puzzle heavy, this game. I didn't quite expect that when I bought it, actually. Not sure what I was expecting, but I was expecting, I don't know, just more of an exploration game, I guess. But it is quite puzzle heavy, so, and in a sort of quite obtuse way sometimes. There are some very awkward puzzles, which I don't particularly like. So here we are. Wow, we're awake. We are not awake. We are in one of... Oh, God. Oh, look. Actually, before we get into that, look, there's an Oculus Rift on the table. We are in one of the game's newer elements. This is Nightmare Zone. As you can see, because this camera wasn't staring at us before when we were in our dream. So... Oh, the door's locked. Fantastic. Okay. Game on, boys. What do I do? This? Now can I get out? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh my god, this... Okay. That is not ideal. There was someone at the end of that corridor, wasn't there? Okay. This is cool. The lights aren't working. Okay. The phone is ringing. I don't actually. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, okay, the light's off now. Let's turn the lights on. Okay, this isn't ideal. There's a weird sort of filter on the screen as well. Please don't make me scream on YouTube. Okay. That's not ideal. Whatever that noise was not ideal. Okay. Oh, okay, here we are. Wow. I was just thinking...
Petty little life unfolding as you battle through each of your ridiculous dreams. I mean, what do you expect?
We've done this before, it's okay. While he's talking, I'll talk over him, to be honest. because this is actually quite good. I have done this before, so I'm not sure why I'm here again, unless there's something I missed first time round, possibly. But it does demonstrate one of the aspects of the game. I mean, obviously we saw with the guy at the end of the corridor and the weird noises. It has got a few horror elements. Maybe not jump scares so much, but yeah, there are some definite horror elements which may put some people off, or may excite some people. Because I think it's quite a good. Some nightmares. They have added some nightmares to this game, and I'm just gonna wake up actually because can't bother with that. They have added some nightmares to this game, which obviously it's a game about dreaming. Why would you not include nightmares? But yeah, it does demonstrate one of the weaker aspects of the game, though, because it does try to tell some of the story through those nightmares, and to be honest, they're pretty dreadful. I mean, the story is pretty dreadful. Basically, someone with a voice that sounds almost exactly like Howard rings you and says that they're watching you. Now, I wonder who that could be if they sound exactly like Howard, but with a slightly different evil voice. Do you reckon it's Howard? I mean, I don't know. I haven't actually played that far into the game, so it might work out some massive twist of something. But it just to be honest, the story's pretty piss poor, to be honest. Which is a little bit of a disappointment because it's something that you Guardian Quandary. We can't go through there. We can go through Soul Appraisal. Or this Guardian Quandary, let's go through that. But yeah, you want, in an exploration game, obviously, a good story would be nice. I mean, maybe it picks up, I don't know, I'm only about 2 hours in. But at the moment, not impressed. But yeah, it does, I am making it sound a little bit like the negatives are outweighing the positives. I don't think that at all. I mean, this is definitely a game that I would recommend people who like games, maybe like Myst, maybe like Dear Esther, maybe like Gone Home, but maybe even people like the puzzle games. I would recommend this sort of game for all those sort of people, really. It's people that just like sort of weird experiences from games, who don't necessarily want to just walk around hacking and slashing. They want to experience something, like proper pretentious, arty sort of stuff. But don't mean to make that sound like a negative thing, because I really like stuff like that. So, that is the game. This is the sort of game that would feed into those sort of things. Let's explore this for a little bit before we wrap up the video, because I'm quite keen to try and find a puzzle to show you guys before we wrap up this Jimmy Tries of Dream. Because overall, I do really like this game, and it's a Hello, you little cutie, snowman. Where am I? I don't know what this is. Oh, okay, can I go down there? Looks like it. No boundaries. What is this?
Cliff. Standing atop a cliff suggests that you are trying to achieve a fresh point of view before making a life-altering decision.
Fascinating. Let's keep going down. I don't know if it's going to hurt us or not. No, obviously not. Okay. So let's just go through here. And look! No snow falling. Actually, there's a little bit of snow falling. Maybe I was wrong about that. Silly old Jim. Should do his research, shouldn't they? But it is actually, and the levels are surprisingly big, which I do really, really enjoy. Because you got to remember, this is in alpha. I know they are charging for it. Ah, see, there's no snow falling here. I know they're charging for it, and I know you can't really excuse things by saying they're just in alpha, but it is just in alpha. So there is many more things to be added, and the levels at the moment are surprising. It is a much more polished product than I'd say 90% of other things on early access, which is a bane of Steam in my opinion. But I really do think that this is one of the exceptions. It's a beautiful product, very beautiful. I'm trying to head towards the where should we head towards? The Hollow? I don't know. Let's just keep walking this way, see what we find. But yeah, before this level was a desert, and I did actually prefer it when it looked like that, because it wasn't quite as washed out. I mean, this is very good, very, very nice looking, but it is a little bit washed out, and I'm hoping that comes through on the video on YouTube. Because, I mean, it is quite... Oh, we're about to start it. We'll go down here. Because, I mean, this level, as pretty as it is, yeah, quite washed out, which isn't ideal. Doesn't look like we can take any fall damage, which is beautiful. In here are some of the puzzles that we did, which I wonder if we're going to be able to find. Oh no, it's the one that makes us freak out. Let's get out of here. This one's got like a poisonous like gas in it. But yeah, this is one of the puzzles earlier. Very, very gamified. Very, very. I think even Howard commented at one point saying, "Why am I making myself do this in my dreams?" But it was. I don't really know the word. I'm trying to think of the word, but it was quite a little bit pointless feeling, really. You had to do 4 rooms, and you had to turn all the lights off in 4 of the rooms, which was alright for the first 2, but once you got to the 3rd, you were like, Jesus Christ, do I have to do this again? And there was also this, like, thing that was... I'm trying to find it now, but I don't think it'll be here anymore. Sliding through the corridors, like a gas snake. And I don't know what happened if it caught you, because it never caught me, actually, but... Because you can... I keep looking closer, but I don't mean to do that, but you can sprint with the right trigger like this. But yeah, you can. When it caught you, I guess it just started you at the beginning, but I never let it catch me, so because I'm too cool. That is the problem. Let's go. Let's see what this is. Oh, is this back to the nightmare zone? It looks like it is actually, which we don't want to do. Yeah, it does look like it's back to the nightmare zone. We'll keep. Oh, how the hell did I get back up here? Christ! It's a bit bizarre. Let's keep. Oh, I'm saying these levels are open. I keep looping back on myself. They are big. You've got to trust me on this one. I mean, even that office level, although it does make me feel physically sick, is very big. I mean, lots of floors, lots of little things to look at, lots of little secrets, which I quite like. The hollow bedroom. Let's go. Let's head towards. I'm going to sprint actually now, if that's okay. My little arms are going. I'm going to head towards the graveyard. I think is where I'm going to head. I assume the hollow is that down there, but I'm not sure. And there were some quite surreal moments. I quite liked it in the in that first puzzle in the desert that I was talking about earlier. And also there were, to be honest, there were as well. I've got to be reasonable. There were in the office bit. I think the office might get better if they add sort of weirder puzzles and stuff. Sort of more trippy stuff. I think that's what people are going to go into this game hoping for. That it might not actually deliver. I've been this way already. The trippy puzzle aspect. I see a lot of people referring on the forums saying they want LSD Simulator or something. There's a game that was out for PS1 apparently. I've never actually played. They said they were looking for like a spiritual successor to that. This is not that at all at the moment, anyway. And I would like them to see more weird aspects too, because obviously the whole like cool thing about dreams is you can do whatever you want and they are weird. So I would like them to play on that more from a personal point of view, as they add more dreams and acts. And I believe Act 3 is coming very soon. I don't know how many acts there are going to be, but the first 2 acts are out already, and they keep gradually adding acts to it. And the good thing about it is you can just keep playing. So far, anyway, there haven't been any resets required, which is great for me anyway. Because yeah, that has been the bane of some of my videos. Like I've been trying to, when I tried to do So You've Been Hunted and Prison Architect, quite a lot of game wipes were caused by the alphas updating, which is a shame, massive shame. But oh, what's this? This looks like it's something. What is this? Where are we? Let's have a look. The Catacombs Oasis. Graveyard. Catacombs. Let's go through here, shall we? See what's through here. It'll take us somewhere exciting, hopefully. God, it's so washed out, that, isn't it? They've got to sort out that colour. It's too much. Oh, I can't go through there. Can I? Is it doing anything? I can't see. Obtuse. Obtuse! Let's see where this leads us. Hopefully, somewhere exciting. And hopefully not. I'm a bit worried it's going to take us back to the hub area now. Oh god, it is. Oh well. Let's. That'll be it for this video. That was my quick show through of. What happens if I go through here? Oh, I can't. My quick show through of the Jimmy Tries of Dream, which is a fairly new game. Check it out. Check it out if you like what you see. If you're keen on stuff like puzzle games with exploration elements. Overall, I really like this game. I mean, it's cool. It's different. It's a little bit trippy. Hopefully, they're going to make it trippier. The puzzles while difficult, can be very, very rewarding. The graphics fantastic, and I think it can only get better. I genuinely do think it's one of those games that can only get better as they add more elements to it and more acts. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want more content like this in the future. I've been Jimmy Ward. This has been Jimmy Tries Dream. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.